where you are?
Yeah, it's pouring. Pouring here today. Hey, Dr. Kim.
Hey, Colby, how are you? It is raining today where we both are, so great.
All over the place. It's coming down. We need it though. We need some rain for sure.
Yeah, it is. We've had some good summer stuff. Now a little bit of rain. Let things grow back. Good stuff.
Yep. Notice anything different about me, Dr. Kim?
Your beard.
Well,
Oh, side. Oh,
got a little. I didn't go with the Corona cut. I just went with a straight regular cut. I thought, mix it up today. So
I know, and I'm still letting mine grow. So it's just like Corona has taught me not to cut my hair, and it's having you cut yours in a different way.
I think you need to let it go down to your shoulders.
I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm looking for ponytail, and I'm just not there yet. So I'm working on it. Yeah, and
that would be awesome.
Yeah, people would love that.
They would.
So obviously, most people know I Do Awesome Marriage, and that's where most of the people are watching it. Obviously, you're a big part of what I do, and we do the Better Man podcast and this. But tell people a little about what you're doing and why you're doing it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, 7 years ago, and you were part of this story, my wife got very sick to the point where she was unable to function normally as herself. She was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis. She spent 2 stints, nearly 3 weeks in a psychiatric hospital. We had 4 kids under the age of 6 at the time, 5 at the time, and one was in the NICU because he was born prematurely. And so when she was not in the psychiatric hospital, she was battling through severe depression, severe anxiety, suicidal thoughts, something that she had never dealt with in her whole life, and totally lost my wife. We totally lost a lot of things in that time. We really had to work hard. And so because of, the grace of God, the foundation of the friends and family support we had around us, community, and then just the foundation that we had set for our marriage to begin with, and then continually built on that foundation. After we were married, we were able to overcome that, and our marriage is stronger because of that today. And that's truly where our passion for what we do for marriages, to help the marriages start on a strong foundation and continually build on that foundation, is why we are passionate about what we do. And we want to help couples that. We want to help them understand that, hey, you don't have to give up when things get hard. You can overcome, and I guarantee it's going to be better.
That's so good. And you guys went through a very, very difficult time, probably as difficult in that way of any couple I've ever known. And you fought through it, and God was there. And now God's using that to encourage you, or to guide you, to lead you into ministering to couples engaged. And I love it.
Absolutely. And you played a big part of that. After she got better, we came to you, and it was really helpful to be able to relinquish. So that's why I push counseling so much when it comes to this. It's like, whatever you're going through, it's good to have another opportunity to converse and talk about that, because you do carry so much that you don't always know.
Sure.
So absolutely. Thank you for it.
Thank you. It was fun, not fun, but it was good to be with you guys. But it's fun to see what God has done on the other side of it.
Yeah. And he's still teaching us and showing us. I can't wait to see all that he does in the future. Yep. And we've had since that time 2 kids. So they said, don't do this, don't have any more kids. And we're like, we feel like God is saying, hey, he's going to show off a little bit, and we got to have 2 more kids. So it's just continually showing, seeing what God is doing, and him showing off. It's been
absolutely. So
today, cool. And talking about my story, thanks for letting me share that a little bit, but also just, I mentioned how I pursued my wife in that time, and how we continued to work on our relationship, even when things were difficult. And today we want to talk about pursuing your spouse. What does it look like to pursue your spouse? Are you pursuing him or her? Are you pursuing each other, and whether that's dates, or are you making excuses why you can't do that? Are you showing love to each other, and how important it is, especially with everything that's going on in the world? It can easily get
absolutely
close to your chest, but it's such an important thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, most of us as guys, we know how to pursue. We did it to get the ring on their finger. And I think for some reason, it's kind of like a lot of things with guys. We have a goal, we accomplish it, and move on to something else. We can't do that with your spouse. I mean, you have to continue to pursue your spouse. And the benefits are great if you do. You're closer, you have a better marriage, your physical relationship better. All those things are going to happen. And I think for guys to know that you've got to continue to pursue her. And how does that work? Or how do you know what does? Well, I think what works for her, what makes her feel loved and cared for. So if it's making sure, say she has a love language of quality time, make sure you've got time with her each day, just the 2 of you. Are you having a date with her? Are you having dates each week? And that doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money. It's just having that time alone for the 2 of you. Are you doing things to let her know you think about her, you love her, you care about her? You can send a text in the middle of the day. You can, Nancy and I have our own little Bitmojis, and we do funny things with those and send them each day. And so there's just continuing to let her know how important she is to you. I mean, it's, it's the old joke of the guy who said, well, I told her I loved her at the wedding, and I'll if it changes, I'll tell her. But, no, our wives need to hear, I love you. They need to hear, you're beautiful. I love you in that outfit. All those kind of things. Just if it comes in, one of the things my pastor taught me is if it comes in your mind and it's for your spouse good, say it. Because a lot of times those through her mind, I think, she looks so hot, and I don't say it. I need to tell her, you look hot in that, and so she hears that from me.
I think that's great. And I know Amanda's the same way. In fact, there's days, I know it's hard for you to believe this, but I don't always do a great job of loving my wife, and sometimes I forget. So if I feel like I'm not doing well, I'll sometimes go to her and say, hey, how am I doing in this? How can I get better? And a lot of it comes down to, hey, you're just not really, I don't feel pursued. I don't feel like you're taking time to invest in me. And I'm like, that is so good. 6 kids run around, I'm investing in them, but I haven't taken time to make the biggest priority in my life outside of my relationship with Jesus. And that's
absolutely.
My wife.
Well, and I think the fact that you ask her, there's nothing wrong with asking your spouse. Hey, she's the one who knows whether she thinks you're doing a good job or not in that. So I think that's a great deal of just asking her, how am I doing in this?
All the help I can get. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, I think it does something for her to know that was important. You were thinking about her. You're wondering if you're doing a good job. You ask her, she was able to give feedback, and then you have something to work on. That's absolutely great.
And in this season of time, you can't afford not to. So you may have taken some time away, or you feel like you're trying to get back in the swing of things. Still pursue the person that you are married to, because it's so worth your time. It's something that God's created us to do. So,
well, I think too, it's fun. I mean, I think look at it as something that you enjoy doing, and we're limited still in a lot of things we can do. So pursue her, have fun with that.
Yeah, make it worthwhile. And it doesn't have to be like super hard. It can be something small but intentional.
Absolutely,
time.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be a big date night. It can be like, hey, I'm just going to go to Target, but we're going to make little special things at Target, go shop here, get a little treat here or something, and make a scavenger hunt, even something like that you can just be creative with how that looks as well. So
absolutely. Good stuff.
Pleasure. Dr. Kim, I hope this has blessed some of you all today, and
yeah.
we want to continue to encourage you to pursue your spouse in your relationship. And
absolutely,
like we say every week, don't be an okay man.
Be a better man. Bye, guys.
See you.